Yeah, Manny, but that's
I
the
know one
problem.
thing.
You
Y'all
weren't
better understand.
thinking.
People are under high
You
pressure.
thought you could come to
Eggs
my
is
house.
six
You
dollars.
thought you could
Gas is eight
disrespect me.
dollars. People under higher. People under motherfucker pressure. You pull up if you want. Motherfuckers begging. People
Fuck around and
listen.
find out.
Listen. People
FAFO.
is under too much pressure for y'all to be playing. For real. Y'all don't understand. Like,
FAFO,
look here.
Manny. FAFO. Fuck around and find out.
Y'all gonna it's not the time for that shit. Y'all look okay.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's not the time. That's why you tell them both to go out there and handle their issues. It's not the time for you to now take on their problems. If anything, you want to start off your situation with no drama. A lot of times people sign up for baggage and then feel as if, no, they don't want to take on this baggage. You signed up for it. Now you done caught a body with this baggage and everything. When you could have just took a back seat, sent him out the door to handle what he created. Neither time did he have to address a situation he created.
That's a woman who has a history of behaving like that. You got to be smart so you're not, tricked into a bad position. Because if he know that you hold in and you react the way that you react, he also know his wife is the type that put trackers on his car and pop up wherever he been. I highly doubt that's the first time she showed, that type of possessiveness or being territorial over him. So sometimes I believe it could have been a setup. He could have knew he had insurance through her job, his job, or both. He could have known that, hey, if I mess with this crazy chick, she gonna react like this. He knows how his wife is about him, weaponizing the two pieces of information, and created his own situation where he got to sit back and twiddle his feet while the goofy does something that's gonna put herself in situation and gets him paid. Sometimes people got to be smart. You can't be puppeted through real life. But when people don't
Asia, but
realize that people are actually
you
watching
call
how you
ladies
move,
goofy.
yeah, I did. That's
And
my
the only
choice.
goofy
I mean,
motherfucker
not the
was the
lady that
goofy
lost her
ass
life for
wife.
ain't a goofy.
Only goofy motherfucker was
Come,
the goofy ass wife for showing up at them people house thinking she was gonna run some shit, and the goofy ass got her goofy ass up out of here. So she signed her own certificate. She
I
signed her
agree.
own
There are multiple
certificate.
goofy people in the scenario. There are multiple.
it's
Just
the side chick a goofy, the husband a goofy, and the wife for sure a damn goofy. She the biggest goof.
well,
Well, if y'all would
yes.
have let me finish what I was saying that they were all a goofy, and you cannot allow people to utilize what they know about how you will react to create their own situations for their own benefits. Because I believe he has insurance policies on his wife, and he knew how the mistress would react. He knew what his wife would do, that she would create the situation and put herself in it because it's probably happened before. That's what I'm saying.
But I got a question, and Manny, I'm asking this to you, and I don't know who else up here married, but all the married people. I got a question for y'all. Do the vows that y'all take spread out to the people in the world, or do it just be between y'all and the person that you talking to, like the spouse? Because it seems to me when y'all have these conversations, these side chick conversations, right? Y'all be so mad at the side chick, like they done you something wrong, like they owe you something. They don't even freaking know you. They like what? And half the time it be a man approaching. They don't know you. They wasn't at the church with you. They wasn't at the what's it called? It ain't a repast because that's a funeral. Whatever it is, that's how you know I ain't been in no marriages in a while. But they ain't
It's
been
a
to
way
the
to
party
Well,
reception.
afterwards.
Trina, the vows are between you and that other person. That's who
Right.
they're between. They're between you and that other person. Again, back to my point. So, as the mistress, the wife, the side chick, the one night stand, you take a back seat. That is not for you to go pum puming through a door. That is
Bingo.
not for you to be screaming through your Ring camera. You take a back seat and send them out who made vows between each other to handle their vows.
Vowels, Manny, come on. And you know that's not how you say you're doing that on purpose.
Just like in the younger married people
Manny,
scenario,
please
they
say it
should
right.
have also allowed that man to go home and not unalive him. It's not his fault that your wife, as a 21, 22, 23 year old, decides to be a whore of a better word. And then now you come home and risk your 20 something year age because you think that you own her as property. When now, while you was doing your little time in jail, she probably was on to the next. Again, we have done so much to these minds. That's not right either.
Many
But
favorite
yet we
nephew.
have a father, a coach,
So
a
we
teacher
got a really
gone.
good comment. So
Manny,
now people
I'm
can't
not
answer their
knowing if you
own
about to
doors,
tell me, but
Manny.
favorite
Wait a
nephew and
second.
Frankie has been up here for a minute. Favorite nephew and Frankie and Velvet just joined, but favorite nephew and Frankie have been up here. They haven't got a chance to speak.
Poozy, are you fucking kidding me, bro?
Go ahead, favorite nephew, Frankie, Velvet. Welcome in.
Hey y'all, what's up? Good morning. I was just wondering.
Manny, you forgot to fire Poozy.
My question came. So if this man know that this was done, well, if this happened on his accord because of something that he was doing, do y'all think that her family will get involved to like take him to court to make sure he don't get any policies or anything in her name?
I do think they probably will, but he probably gonna fight it to the fight of the fight because they was married, and he probably gonna say if the motherfucker came looking for me like we was fired, or what? Lord, I'm not worried about Pussy being fired. If the motherfucker came looking for me and we was married, and now look at all this strife, I bet it gets fucked. But so they could try, but the courts are going to use the fact that she was so still into the marriage that she went to this woman's house. As his lawyers gonna use it, so they
But
can try.
okay. Now think about the fact that he put her in a position to lose her life.
Oh no, we ain't gonna flag on the play, Manny. Flag on the
Yeah,
play,
you can't
Manny.
do
We
that.
not
She
gonna do
put
that,
herself
man.
in her
King like
position.
that.
Accountability is
But
everything.
no,
Accountability starts
but
with self.
He put
right.
her
Accountability
So
starts with self.
listen.
Accountability
So
starts
listen.
with self.
You're right. So if he would have took accountability for him stepping out of the marriage, sleeping with another woman, he would have
We
walked out
don't
of the
know if
house.
he stepped out of the marriage. They were separated.
But they still were legally
Estranged.
married. So
Estranged is the
because
key word.
because he was in, obviously they wasn't separated because she felt like he was at another woman's house, so she went to find him, so they couldn't have been separated. But
She found it
uh
through her car. She came to get the car, remember? She came to get the car.
Okay, but
no,
Fab
she didn't
nephew,
come.
let me ask you.
She didn't come get the car. She popped up where his location was and
Right,
moved the car
but
so
wait,
that
stop right there.
they
Let's
wouldn't
not go too
notice.
fast. Fave nephew, let's not go too fast. Let's take what you just said. She popped up. How does he take accountability in her popping up?
Because when he noticed that his wife was there and him having the vows that they vowed when they got married, he should have stepped out of that door, pulled her to the side, like, baby, come here, I'm gonna talk to you real quick. Don't come on, we ain't about to get into all this. Let's go.
So
But
he asked her to
instead,
leave.
huh?
He asked her to leave.
He did ask her to leave?
He did.
I didn't hear that. Where you hear that at?
When they was telling the story.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that he asked her to leave, but even still,
I thought
he's
the
had a
girlfriend told her to
responsibility.
leave or something.
It was the girlfriend property. She had the right to tell her.
Apparently, it was on the Ring camera. They were talking through the Ring camera.
No,
Right,
wrong
but don't
car.
y'all think that he
You
has the
ain't gotta speak for
responsibility
her in her house. It's
He
my house.
does have a
Shut the
responsibility,
fuck
favorite
up.
nephew.
No,
to
it's
make it
my
She,
right
house,
with her?
Manny. It's my house.
yes, he
Come over
does.
my
That's
house
why
and
the
fuck around and
girlfriend should
find
have
out.
allowed them to go outside and handle their issue.
Right, she should have pushed
Again,
him
I keep
outside to
saying
handle it.
that. I ain't saying
Right,
put your hands on a person to get them out the door, but
right,
I'm saying if he trusts you and love you like he say he do, you should be able to ask him nicely, go out there and handle your
go out there, right.
ex-wife.
Get off my land.
Okay, let me ask y'all a question. What if he would have went out
Hold on,
there?
Trina. We got to get the Velvet.
Frankie and
Just
Velvet.
Frankie. Go ahead, Frankie, and then Velvet.
Okay, hey, good morning, Manny. Good morning, everybody. Manny, now, come on. How can in one story you could say that the partner should have, or the side piece or whatever, should have sent the person outside, but in the other story with the coach, you're blaming the woman? Like, how?
No, with the coach, I'm actually blaming the woman and the husband, not the coach.
Okay, but wouldn't the husband be in his rights to do what he did? Because didn't you just say that the ex-wife had every right to do what she did? She should have came out
Yes,
there.
but
She should
I'm
have
not
came out
agreeing
there.
with
Should the husband be
unaliving.
okay with doing that?
Well, no, I'm not okay with unaliving. So in the second one, the younger guy was not okay for taking the coach's life, knowing that he had an unfaithful girlfriend. That's what I'm saying. See, we have to teach him to control his mental as well because he took ownership over his girlfriend thinking that somehow he was done wrong. When really, that's her freedom to spread her legs to whomever she wants to. That's I would do anything about my boyfriend. I would do anything about my partner. I would do anything about those teachings get us here. So no, I don't think that, she would do something proper, but I'm hoping that the audience will gain something proper from these situations because the internet outside of you all have felt like we are not calling out all those involved, which creates bigger situations for us because as a girlfriend we should not be jumping in these situations if our spot is not solidified, and as a wife, yes, we should not be going to people's homes, but we can't tell people that they can't look for their spouses.
Why is there a but with the wife and not the girlfriend? Because
There
Yeah,
is a but
there is
for
one.
both,
Yeah.
but we have these teachings already, Velvet, is what I'm saying. That's the biggest problem. We
But
already have the teachings.
right,
in
but
this
and I think it's
situation
like
though,
it sounds like you guys are expecting them to be calm in these situations. And when that woman came, even before she bust forced down, however you want to put it, in the house, when that woman came to her house, well, you guys think that they should be calm in these situations and they could be scared that anything could happen. You don't know if she got backup. You don't know if that woman had people with her or anything like that. And I get what you're saying for as far as, you the possessiveness, because I agree with it. But now we're here. And so with that, it's like the blame is being put on her as if
But you're
that
exactly
woman
Well,
was
wait,
correct
not
what's up?
though.
supposed to
But
protect
but
that
Velvet,
woman is not
Velvet.
supposed to
but
protect her
Velvet, you're
home.
actually correct though, because that is indeed what I do want is everybody to calm down and relax. So you're totally correct. That is exactly what I want. Is everybody to calm down and relax because had everybody calmed down, she would have realized talking through her through the ring cam was her moment to say, you know what, you go out there and handle that. Let me disengage.
but
The
Manny, why
calming
That
down
the
and
wife got a
relaxing
did
record
is
the
the
of
man
hold
and
wife
go
on
out
not
there
now,
and
coming
Manny.
to
handle
the
that
Hold on,
though?
house.
Manny.
But
So
Manny,
Manny,
why didn't he step up as a man and go out there and handle that?
I'm
Right.
because they
with you
said the
too,
wife
Frankie.
has a
I'm
record of
with
EM1
you.
though.
When?
I'm with you, but
So,
again, like I told y'all,
oh
I have to
no.
do a
Yeah,
duty,
as a
and my
man, you
duty
should
is
have
to
stepped
call
out
out
there.
all those involved. Because again, by us just picking and choosing who we gonna call out, it creates destruction for the other person thinking it's okay, and none of
So
that is
Manny, if
okay.
You
so if
women
what
be
the
dealing with
comments is
little
saying is
boys.
true,
That's a little
so can
boy.
I finish, Frankie? So if what the comment is saying is true, the wife had already had a record of an M1. I'm not
No, the
letting no B
girlfriend.
come up to
The
me.
girlfriend
No,
did.
they said the wife. I just read in the chat the wife.
Well,
So I'm only
we
going
looked
off
up
of
the
y'all.
girlfriend background. She had two previous of M1.
Well, she shouldn't have came to why would if I why would I go to somebody else though?
Yeah.
I feel like that was the first
Exactly.
time. Why would I
That's
go to someone's
crazy.
home? You pull up to people's home for what? Why would I go to someone's home?
I'm not saying that it's
Thanks,
good for the
guys.
wife to pull up, but I don't think that it was wrong for the girlfriend to protect her house.
It's the girlfriend that
She
got a
wasn't
record.
protecting her house. She was protecting a man that
Right.
was in her house.
That's what I
Because
She
said.
was
had
Oh,
she put
protecting
that
her
man out of her house,
house.
had she put
That
that
wife could
man,
have did something to
had she
her.
put that man out of
you would
her
have had no
home,
reason to
then
protect
it
her.
would no longer be a
The
protection of
wife
her
pulled
home.
up mahogany. The wife pulled up to the girlfriend house, fought the girlfriend.
Exactly.
I'm not fighting you. Why are you pulling up to my home fighting me? If you
Those
there to
are
get that
material.
man, why did
Again,
she run
I'm
to that
her.
man?
I'm her, like I stated earlier. Once you make yourself visible, that's the problem. It's not your issue. Yes, she
No,
pulled up
once
to
you pull
your
up to my
home.
home was the
That is
problem.
okay. Yes, she
That is
pulled up to
not
your home.
okay,
That does
Manny.
not mean it's the end of the world. We have to stop teaching people because they pull up to our home.
Manny, did you
That's the
pull up
end
on
of the
my okay,
world.
okay,
That
so
is
Manny,
not
But
the
then,
end of the
this is
world.
but
this
then
is what
People
the
her
are
guy
not
car,
coming
said.
Hold
for
on.
Did
car.
you
you
pull
in
up?
these
Listen,
Listen,
listen.
scenarios.
listen.
If
Okay,
you
Her
have
car.
somebody's ex-husband in your home, people are not coming for you. If you have somebody's husband, ex-husband, somebody's spouse, lover, whoever it is in your home and you know that you're sharing, they're not coming for you. We need to stop teaching people that they're coming for them. They don't even know you. They didn't lay down with you. They're not thinking about you until you make yourself known through i.e. a ring cam, through i.e. screaming through the door, through i.e. I'm only hearing your voice when I'm coming here for somebody else that I'm familiar with.
Manny, did you pull up to my home and said, "Is Jerry here? Can you send Jerry? Can you tell Jerry to come out here?" Or did you pull up to my home and start kicking my door, banging on my door, disrespecting my home? It's a levels to everything that we do where you assess how I'm threatened or how I feel threatened. Because this is my home where my peace should go undisturbed.
I agree
But
with you on
the
that,
thing is,
sir. But y'all gotta
her
start. Wait,
car was
wait.
at this
Listen,
lady's house.
you men be
Frankie started first.
delusional. You men be delusional. Y'all sitting up here, Manny. You sitting up here screaming like these women should have helped this nigga be accountable. That nigga knew he was
Yes,
married to.
Frankie, we
No,
have
Manny,
to
come on
start
now.
doing that, Frankie. That
Hell
is
no.
true.
Hell
We have to
no.
start doing
That's
that,
a
Frankie. Y'all
grown
have to tell
man.
these people to get out of my
Manny, that's
space.
a grown man. He need to
You
handle
got
his
to tell them
business.
if you're saying this is my
You
home,
gotta
I'm
handle
protecting
your
my
business,
sofa,
bruh.
my dishes, all this. You
Nah,
must
you gotta
also
handle
tell
your
that man
business.
you have
You
to remove
married.
yourself and your issues. I'm
Nah,
not bringing your
that
baggage.
man should have
Remove
handled all
yourself.
business. He should have handled all business before he got out there dating again.
Manny, in all
That's
serious
delusional to make it
I
seem
agree
like
with
that
you,
woman
Frankie.
is
I agree with
responsible.
that. I
He
agree with
should
he
have
should
Manny,
have
handled.
handled his
in
business.
all
I
seriousness,
stated that he never handled any of his issues. I agree with you, Frankie. He should handle his issues. And yet again, his girlfriend had to handle his wife. Go ahead,
in
Velvet.
all seriousness too, like I don't think that you're thinking about all of the nuances that could be as well, because that lady also could have, anything could be a problem, a trigger for her. There's people that have PTSD out here, so protecting their home is protecting themselves. I'm not talking about no sofa and dishes and stuff like that. So there's different nuances when it comes to that. And so the people coming to their house unannounced and they're not thinking about that, that's on them. These people are protecting their home.
I don't think I don't think she went there to oh my cause my husband here. She went there because her car was parked at a house that she didn't know about, and so when she got there, she repositioned the car, you know. But when she found out that her husband was there, imagine the rage that she was probably in. She probably went up to the door, is like such and such here, and then that's when it went. But I don't think her pew pew and that girl is really justifiable because even before the young lady got into the house to fight with her, they were already arguing through the camera. And not only that, she let off a warning shot, which is illegal, which could be used as deadly force when nobody is literally in imminent. You're not in imminent danger because y'all are between a door, and then
Doesn't
not
that
only that,
depend on the
how
state, hippie?
yeah, we did all that research, so it's considered deadly force in the state that they're in.
No, I'm
Yeah,
talking
And
about
watch
the
your words,
warning.
watch your
The
words.
warning.
I'm
But it
sorry,
doesn't
it's
matter
considered.
because at that
Oh,
point when she did whatever she did to cross her threshold, it's a threshold law too, right? So at that point when she crossed her threshold, anything past her crossing her threshold, she has the right to protect her dwelling.
but can't you say? But
Hello,
can't you say
hold the
that the
line,
wife was in
bro.
danger because she the one that was being pew pewed at even before she even got into the house? And then how could she force herself in a door that's locked and
You
closed unless the lady
aggressively
unlocked the door?
you was aggressively knocking down my door. I don't know who you are. I don't care if I know who you are. You was aggressively kicking down my door. I'm gonna protect whatever I need to do to protect me. You're kicking down my door. You're not knocking at my door like a nice civilized citizen.
But
You at
how do
my
we
door
know?
like
But how
an
do we know
animal.
she was kicking? How do we know she was kicking and knocking? They
Because
said
they
she tried to
said she
force entry. How could
forced.
she try to force entry in the door that's locked?
Because you could try to kick in a door. Are you okay?
No, I'm just saying we don't know if she was doing that though. We don't know that. The lady could have
How
unlocked the door and
This
said,
is
"Come on,
why I
come on,
say
you can."
again,
forced.
this man
Going
should
off
have
of Manny.
handled
That's
his
what Manny
issue, and
started with. That's what
and
Manny
we should
started.
and we should not be so possessive to think that, oh, I got to fight for my TV. I got to fight for my sofa. No, fight for that man to go out there and handle his issues. We have to change the mind of the people.
Manny.
Guys, please make
Yeah,
sure if you're not
I'm
already
thinking.
following the host that you are following the host. Grab
I'm
your
good
heartbeat,
with it.
collect your points, tap the screen, and share the live.